guys. He did that shit. There's nothing else to say. He did that shit.
He won soccer officially.
Oh man,
he is truly the GOAT of all time, baby. Literally,
he is true. He is truly the greatest of all time. No, you're right, Raj. Like, because we were saying this like pre-pod. I was telling Raj he's arguably the greatest athlete to ever exist.
He is. Not trying to
really think of too many.
downplay any other sports or anything like that.
Floyd, I forgot to say Floyd. Floyd Mayweather might be up there.
I mean, in terms of but look at both of their careers, and it makes sense why you could say that. Like, it is literally a perfect scratch card. Like, nothing
greatness.
There is nothing left to be said about both the fighter and the soccer player in their careers that you can argue with. Like, yeah, you might not like them in style, you might not like them in personality, you might not like them for what they represent, but at the end of the day, you have to respect their mastership and their craft. And it's undeniable, like the scorecard says it. Messi has won every possible title that there is to win as a soccer player. And Mayweather has won every single fight in his professional boxing career.
Yeah, and got all the belts that he could possibly went for in like different weight divisions. Yeah, that's just greatness. That's just two pieces of greatness in different sports. Like, that's like equal greatness, I believe. But all right, let's enter this shit. Hi, Hooligans. World Cup Hooligans. It's Hooligans High World Cup edition, holiday edition here with the brothers, with your daily dose of shit talk, field talk, and the real talk, for real. Privileged to be alive, and shout out to our ride or dies and our day ones, cause like you, there ain't none, baby. Here with the brothers, the broskis, the one and only Kevin, Roger, my boys, my brothers. Talk to me. How was your weekend, guys? Before we get into the World Cup, and I want Roger to go first, and then Kevin, and then I'll go last. I want to go last on the World Cup, but like, how was your weekend, guys? How are you guys doing? How's your days today? You know, it's Monday. You guys will be listening to this on Wednesday. How you doing, guys? Talk to me.
I want to say jingle bells, grandpa smells, grandma got run over by a reindeer. Happy holidays, everybody. I'm doing pretty well, my brother. You know, made that little festive joke because it is the holidays for us, and I am getting ready for it. Every customer and their mother is now shopping for something, so you know it is definitely hectic in any type of working area, whether you're doing food, whether you're doing clothing, whether you're doing electronics. Like, it's just crazy.
Any retail, any
retail, sure, bro. But, you know, just enjoying it, you know, blessed to be alive, you know, thankful as always.
Yes, sir. I was going to say real quick at the top of the pod, guys, we're not going to pod for the rest of the year. So this would be our last pod of like 2022, right?
Yep, correct.
Yes, sir.
This is the last pod.
Yeah. And
ironic.
Yo, you know what? Yeah, go ahead, Raj. You say it.
You know, because how ironic. I mean, you know, we always talk about it. We always think it's funny because this is a little side thing between the three of us. You know, this is pod 13, as far as I heard. You know,
yep.
So, you know, how fitting for us to end, as fitting as to end on one of our lucky numbers. I feel like that's saying something at the end of the year, and we're rolling into wait for it. 2023, which is whose number?
Yep. Jay's.
Add a 10 in there. That's whose number that is?
Add a 10 in there.
Just saying.
That is also Raj.
Just saying.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
All our numbers.
We're making moves, baby. 2023, the year, baby.
Yep. It's the fucking year, baby. And if you take 13, right, and you split those number of parts as 1 and 3, which is my birthday, which is coming up, baby, 28. I'm almost 30, my guys. I'm almost old, dog. I'm really old. I'm really gonna be old, fam.
Nah, bro.
That's crazy.
Don't you know? 30's just the new 20s, man.
That's true. I'm still fucking young. Let's go. Let's get it. Pew, pew, pew,
pew. No crutches for him yet. Woo.
Oh, wait, guys. Before we get into the World Cup, we got to cover something important. My dog, Raj. How are you feeling, bro? How are you feeling?
Bro.
How are you doing?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I mentioned
update the people. Yeah, update the people.
I forgot about that.
Talk to the people. The people would like to know what is up.
I mean, look. I mean, everyone kind of already heard a brief summary of like what happened, you know. So I got just a recap. It's a gastric bypass sleeve, is what I got. So you know, I have like now tiny stomach. I just have like a banana's worth of like stomach left, and I'm finally in what I like to think is my first stages of full recovery. I say first full stages because, you know, I'm not in pain anymore. Thank God. It's only been a week of inconvenience.
Thank God.
So I'm happy for that.
Thank God.
I'm starting to like going to move into what I like to call my next phase in this very soon. So I'm healing really nicely. I'm getting my ass moving again, taking my long walks from the beginning because your boy can't lift yet, but you know, wait till your boy can lift though. That's going to be different. You know, I'm just, it's been a long process, you know, I got to tell you, you know, being my first surgery on anything ever in my life, you know, it was probably a very big surgery. And, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was shitting bricks that day. Like that day going to surgery, sitting there in that hospital fucking bedroom. Like, oh my God. Fucking all these questions. I'm not even kidding. Before I physically got on that fucking table to be operated on, I talked to maybe 15 people before I got even in that room to be fucking like messed with. I got fucking like, I had to, you know, get stripped down, get fucking like in like scrubs, and then fucking get told that like, hey, look, this is happening. Explain my process, what's happening. Get a bunch of like IV needles, fucking sterile procedures, blood thinners, like all this crazy shit that like I didn't even think was ever gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be like, okay, I've already done like my prep work for this. I've sat down, I just did whatever, and you know, go straight in. No, that shit don't end once they get the minute you get to the hospital. They put you through like another 2 hours worth of prep work and like shit talking and like all this other bullshit.
Yeah,
but yo, that hindrance of like those first couple days, man. Oh, I never want to not know what it feels like to not touch my toes, bro. That shit sucks dick. Like that is horrendous. But like, you know, I'm in full swing now. I'm in like no pain mode, and I'm ready to fucking take on 2023 as a fucking strong man. I'm ready to go. I'm doing it. I'm alive, people.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, Raj.
That's what I like to hear, bro. That's what I like to hear.
Happy to hear that, bro. For real. And thank God.
Pushing.
And yes, sir. Thank God. Oh man.
I mean, other than that, man, my week was pretty chill. You know, I've had a lot of support. So thank you to everyone around, you know, who's been helping me out. If you're listening, and if you do listen to the pod, and you know, personally, you know, bro, I appreciate you, Kev. By the way, first day at least coming to see me.
No, of course, man.
I know we busy. I know we busy, you know, but you know, I appreciate you at least stopping by one of the days.
No, of course, bro. I was gonna say, man, I'm definitely gonna stop by over the holidays too. So expect me to be over there.
I mean, dude, I wouldn't expect nothing less. Yo, speaking of which, you know, just little side topic while we're in the middle of pod. Yo, we might be moving house this holiday. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Okay, word, for sure.
That's all that you know. But yeah, Jay, baby, talk to us. I've taken over the entire show already at this point. Come on. You can't do this.
No, bro. No,
yeah, it's your turn, dog. It's your turn. We already said our piece.
No. I'm happy to hear. I'm happy to hear. No, I'm happy to hear about you guys. I'm glad you guys are alive and well and everything. I spent last week was just something I want to forget for the rest of my life. But other than that, I'm glad that my family's healthy, that I'm healthy, and thank God that you know, thank God for football, bro. Thank God for football, bro. Honestly, and I want to say I started off the beginning song. Just shout out to Maradona, because I'm sure he was working in heaven so hard for Argentina to win this World Cup, because the way everything played out was so beautiful, and I'm going to give my take on it. And that's a great segue to start off on our first topic, which is the World Cup. We got to get into it. We started with that. Now we're at we're post World Cup. We're post all the suffering, and now we can breathe and we can say Messi is the champion. Argentina is a champion. Maradona from the sky is a champion. All of Argentina is celebrating, and they got a great reason to celebrate for the next 4 years, guys. So I want to start off with Raj. Raj, I know you caught the game, right? Confirm with me. Like, I got that right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
I did. I caught it.
Tell me about your whole experience and break it down for me. Like everything you're feeling, everything that you were going through when you were watching it. Tell me how you felt, brother.
I was at the edge of my seat every fucking moment of that game because just their strong lead into the first half, bro. How that was going, I was like, yo, it's exactly what I was expecting for this fucking game. I had no doubt in my mind. Once I saw that, I was like, yo, because again, me personally, just, from my little knowledge on soccer, because, I'm not as knowledgeable as you guys. You guys just like take it to a whole new fucking level. But, from everything that Argentina pulled off in that first half was fucking chef's kiss all around, bro. Like it was just such a beautiful craftsmanship of artwork, fucking watching it unfold on that field. And, to be not a full soccer fan and then to be at the edge of my seat fucking getting excited over this, bro, that game was just hot all the way through. And then, they had many highlights. I'm going to leave you guys to the highlights because honestly, I don't really want to take glory away from that because I want it to be full raw from you too. But
hey, yo.
The fact that we had... Whoa.
My bad.
My boy took my raw to a whole new kind of raw. Anyway, and the fact that we had what I like to call the perfect anime finish to a World Cup ever in existence. Because you know what? Everyone knows Messi was there. Messi was going to make it. Messi was playing, and this is going to be Messi's last game. But the odds were beyond stacked against Argentina. Argentina was strong. But bro, like there was a lot of moments where there's a lot of like heart-wrenching like moments for all their games. It wasn't an easy fucking like climb in this. All the teams this year were ridiculous. Everyone was strong. There wasn't nobody who was like lackluster. And the fact that we had like again two strong ass people, Brazil and Portugal in the beginning, not the beginning, the mid end of like the World Cup, bro. Like, dude, that just put so much morale down for me when I first came into this game. I was like, yo, I'm so worried. And they're doing the defending champions nonetheless. France? Come on, bro. How much more anime can you get than that? They're going up against the big dog team and they're the underdogs. Like, come on. Like, dude, it was so beautifully poetic. And then the fact that what pissed me off though is it went down to penalties, but it was it couldn't have gone any more flawless for penalties. Yo, you know what? We're gonna say it all pod because I know us. Messi has proven an all-time soccer player with undoubtedly greatest of all time, and I would love to see what comes after him. Because I don't think he's done. He may be done with his soccer career, as like gaming wise and like being part of teams and being in like the big in the big leagues. But I feel like I'm just more excited now to see what he was going to now do to the continuation of his life. Because people after like this, they do a lot of great things outside of this world. So and, Messi's got a big heart like that. So I'm really like excited to see shit like that afterwards. But dude, The game, just to finish my statement there, probably one of the best soccer games I think I've ever watched, like hands down.
Well,
that was just beautiful, bro, all the way around.
Absolutely.
Naruto fucking took on pain and revived the whole village. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
That's how it was, bro.
Yeah. To me that was the Ninja War. That was the fourth grade Ninja War. I think when he revived the village with the Copa America, like, cause that was his first international title with the adult Argentina team. But anyways, my bad. I'm taking a shot. Raj, I just want to say that was well said, bro. And you don't even watch soccer, bro. And that was like what soccer. That is what football does to you, bro. That is what Football does you, bro. It does that.
Thank you.
It's emotional. No, bro. It's you play with your foot and it's a ball. It's football.
No. Football's the one that you do the kicky and then you grab it in the hands and then you go very, very fast down the field. Not you do the kickity and then you go really, really fast. That's football.
No, that's still football. anyways, we're going on
this guy doesn't know, bro. He like I gotta get him another marker, bro. That drawing board and him gotta get more acquainted.
Listen, we'll talk about hand egg another time, Raj. Anyways, Kev.
Oh wait,
you can go now.
Nah, yeah. I woke up to the World Cup. Like that's how I started my day. The night before we were all gaming, we gamed pretty late. So, I was enjoying the sleep that I got. And as soon as I woke up, I was 15 minutes before the World Cup started. So I was like, okay, time to do what every other person that doesn't have cable does. Go to Google and start searching up where to find the World Cup and how to watch it live. So Fox fortunately was giving a 55-minute preview. And I was able to catch the first half like that. Poetically, my dumbass forgot that I own Peacock account. And they do streaming. And they were streaming the World Cup. So fortunately, like Roger, I was confident as well after the first half. Because literally, I was watching the World Cup. Saw them score the first 2 goals. I was like, okay, in my head, Argentina already had won that game, and I could start my walk at 10:30, which was 30 minutes into the game. Walk into work, which I get there at 11 on Sundays. And I said to myself, okay, in this 30 minutes, like I know the last 15 minutes are going to be played, and then I'm going to literally be at work at the beginning of the second half, after the break. Dicho y hecho. Then I started realizing my Fox's preview was gonna end some, so then I finally figured out that Peacock situation. Got on Peacock, and then I enjoyed it because as much as I love Fox Sports and English is my most preferred language, watching soccer in Spanish is so much better just because of the commentator. He is Argentinian, for people who doesn't know, but the Spanish commentator, he is Argentinian, and he was literally passionately talking every play-by-play throughout the game. And honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I got really emotional towards the ending of the game just because of how everything was going down. But, I was going confident knowing Argentina was winning the first half. Got to catch the second half of the game. And then literally in the middle of me going on a break to go to Walgreens to catch a snack real quick, just so I could watch the World Cup with a snack. At the 75-minute mark, I see France just hit overdrive, bro. Them getting a penalty, and then Mbappe scoring it. I was like, all right, that bring a morale up. And then not even a minute later, the man scores a fucking golazo. Bro, to see a man single-handedly pick up his team and be like, nah, bro, we were champions last year. I'm going to bring champion class this year. Bam. Correction, not last year, last World Cup. But yeah, to see somebody who 4 years ago won the World Cup, knew what that experience was, and he wanted to experience again. You saw how hungry Mbappe was. He was hungry for that World Cup again. He did not want, and even more, I think in his mind, he was thinking like, I'm going to win the World Cup this time, but I'm going to beat the greatest player of all time while doing it. I don't want to win the World Cup just by winning it. I want to do it while also beating the greatest player of this generation that has ever played the sport. So you're seeing him tackle on it. But then Messi, being the GOAT that he is, pulls through poetically on scoring Argentinian last freaking goal, man. I loved it. I was in my chair, screaming, yelling, just like the commentator was. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of confused when they scored the third goal, because in my head I was like, all right, I saw it going in the net, so it has to be a goal. But it all depends on the ref. Are they gonna count it or not? And then once the ref confirmed the goal, I was just yelling. But ironically enough, while I was in Walgreens when France was turning up the notch, I did have a random person next to me notice me watching the World Cup, So he literally took a step closer to me just to catch the game. And he was like, bro, I don't want to startle you. I just noticed you're watching the World Cup, and I'm just trying to catch the game on my break. I'm like, bro, I put the screen right next between me and him so we can watch the World Cup together. I'm like, I feel you, dog. We waiting on this line to get get checked out. Might as well watch the game while this is all happening. But you know, seeing Messi score that third goal was amazing, and then Argentina. Come on, guys. You guys had it in the bag. You guys really started giving up easy passes as soon as you guys got overconfident. And that's what led you guys having difficult positioning that led to the penalties, in my opinion, for the first one. And the third one, the third goal for Mbappe that completed the hat trick, he was also another penalty. So now I'm here coming from overconfident of like Argentina's going to win the game, and seeing a 3-3 predicament. I'm like, wow, this is literally like the greatest World Cup game I've ever witnessed in my whole life. Like there is no game. I'm sorry to all the old heads. You guys could talk your shit about how good soccer was back then. I'm not going to deny it. It's good. It's great. But you cannot deny that the World Cup game that we witnessed last Sunday is by far the greatest World Cup game of our generation. The greatest soccer game in general, in my opinion. Like we have two stars. One, the old veteran, the one that we've seen him done everything but this, winning the World Cup. And we have the up and coming who's already won the World Cup combating him. Like it was very poetic. Like on some, and to tie in with Roger's reference, like this is definitely some Nessie and Konohamaru shit, bro. Like just seeing Mbappe just coming up and showing like he's ready to put France on his back and wants to fight. He does not give up.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that as an athlete. Like that takes a lot of courage. I can't fathom that. Like so, me and just playing like basic video games, my morale, the minute like something goes wrong, I'm already like instantly thinking like, okay, that's it. This is probably like the worst case scenario. But for him being on a 2-0 deficit and to say, nah, I want to keep fighting for my country. I want to show them that like we're not going out without a fight. I truly, truly admire that. That is something that's a superpower. No one can take that away from Mbappe's game yet on Sunday. Like literally, truly masterclass. But as a Messi fan, I'm happy that I'm able to witness an era ending and to truly see that he's truly won everything. There's nothing else to win. At this point, he can literally do whatever he wants in soccer and retire as is, and everything's fine. But I did see something along the line saying that he wants to continue with Argentina in the future games, so I do hope that is true. You know, I would like to appreciate Messi until his very last game of soccer. So if this was his last game of the World Cup, I was blessed to be able to watch it. Started seeing him in Barcelona as a Barcelona fan. Now I get to see him as his last game as an Argentinian finishing the World Cup. There's nothing more that you can ask for as someone who enjoys soccer, to see a player grow up and finish everything. Also, side note, I know I've been talking about Messi, but I just want to say, Di Maria's second goal, bro, was straight up a FIFA play. Anybody who ever played FIFA, we all know what we're talking about. You're literally pressing A, and then literally all the passes are being played perfectly, and then it's the goal. So I just want to end on that.
Yeah, well said, brother. Well said. Shit. All right. Well said. Fuck. All right. I don't know where to start. Mine, the way I'm going to express this is going to be long-winded, so I apologize in advance. It's just, I just want to preface this by saying all that just happened is God It's God in the flesh, in existence, in the vibrations, in the physicality of the world. God, what happened on Sunday was an expression of God itself in so many different ways than just a soccer game. Because this is not just about a soccer game, it's about what the soccer game represents for Argentinian people, for the soccer team itself, and for the people around the world who are fans of Messi. And God knows the best way to express himself and make himself aware and available to the people so they could continue to believe. I started my Messi fandom, and anybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge Messi fan. I started my Messi fandom when he was 19. The first game I ever saw of Messi was what's now known as the Messi game, which was when he tied Real Madrid. Excuse me. When he tied Real Madrid 3-3 by himself and scored a hat trick. That was my first, and he was 19 years old. That was my first game I ever saw of him. And it was with my brother, me and Kev's older brother, Wilson. And our cousin. And it was the most beautiful thing because our cousin was a Real Madrid fan, and then that's when we became Barcelona fans. But little did we know that me and Wilson were only Barcelona fans because we were Messi fans. We didn't know that we were Messi fans first. So then, to fast forward years later and watching him win everything he could with the club, watching him struggle with Argentina over and over again, making it to quarterfinals, making it to the finals, and not winning it in 2014, to not winning the Copa America when they played against Chile, to now, years later, at 2021, Argentina wins the Copa America and Messi gets that weight off his shoulders. Then they play another cup as a squad called the Finalissima, and they win that trophy. They have 2 trophies now under their belt with a 34, 33-year-old Messi. And it's 2022 now, and you have a 35-year-old seasoned Messi. And the time passes. And then our father, unfortunately, passes away. But before he passed away, when I was in the hospital with Kev, and Kev could attest to this.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I shuffled the stickers, the World Cup stickers, because my brother had bought our older brother Wilson had bought the World Cup book and the stickers to do it with Dad, Kev. To do it with Dad. That's the reason why he bought them. Now that I think about it. So he bought a whole packet of stickers.
To finish the book.
To finish the book. And we opened the pack and everything. We opened a few stickers. We started sticking them on, but the pack was still full. It wasn't like we went through the whole pack. Like we had just put a few stickers on. So then I turned to them and I go, guys, I'm gonna shuffle these stickers, and I'm gonna pull Messi out. Watch. And then Kevin was playing the game on his phone. He was like, okay. And then Wilson was like, okay. Like, like kind of like, all right, cool. If it happens, that'll be like something crazy, but it's probably not going to happen. And I was like, I don't know what prompted me to say that, and what prompted me to say it out loud. This is why I want to reiterate God.
I agree. Because this truly was a godly moment, bro. I couldn't believe it. Unless I witnessed it myself.
Kevin watches me shuffle the sticker deck because these are just closed. These are the closed packets, and I'm shuffling them. And then I pull out one packet. I just pull out one. Like, I just feel it.
Collector,
which is funny. Oh, my bad. Which is funny because I passed my hand over the deck before I did that.
Yeah, and then for preference for any card collector, it's exactly what you think, guys. It's like you're opening a pack and there's a bunch of stickers in there or a bunch of cards. It's literally randomized. So it's literally how you're thinking, like opening a random pack of cards or stickers. Yes, it's like that.
And then I pull one out. And then I tell Wilson, I was like, yo, what if I get Messi to be like the craziest thing ever, right? He's like, bro, I don't know what I'll do. I just believe you in anything you say from this moment on. He's like, so I open the packet. I pull the cards out. I'm flipping through them. And the last card is Messi. And I want to reiterate God. Because unfortunately my dad passed away, but something that dad left us is soccer, football, like Roger likes to say. That's what he left us. And he also left us the legacy of Diego Armando Maradona. And I'm assuming when dad was young and when Wilson was 1 year old and he watched his favorite player, he caught the game, whether he was at work. I just know dad found a way to catch the game, to catch the final. Mm-hmm. And he saw his idol, his favorite player in the world, win the World Cup at 24, 25 years old, leading an Argentina team. And now for us, years later. Oh, and by the way, in that World Cup when Argentina won, Kev, he did La Mano de Dios, which is the hand of God.
Yeah, Diego's game. Yep.
Yes. And
everybody on YouTube watched that.
And not only that, but after that, I think Messi was conceived as a celebration of Argentina's winning the World Cup, because I think a year later, Messi was born. Because that was 1986, and I think Messi was born in 1987.
Ironic. Oh, just a fun fact, like just to throw this on there, just because my friend pointed it out to me. Anybody who's Pokemon anime fans, both Ash and Messi were conceived in 1987. They both just finished winning their champion in this year, ironically enough, and both are retiring accordingly to their own show on Ash's end, and Messi as a sport in soccer. So it's ironic that they both do that. Just a random fact, just throwing it out there.
So Messi was conceived like years later. So now Argentina hasn't won a World Cup since, and they've tried. And so now we get to the game. Argentina gets a questionable penalty. And then Messi, with all the pressure on his shoulders, boom, sends a keeper to the other side, scores that penalty. And now, like the Di Maria goal, like you said, it was like a FIFA play. But to me, Kevin can attest to this. Kevin, as a street soccer player, what would be my FIFA number?
23.
No, not my stat number. Like, you know how Messi is like 93, Cristiano's like 94, or something, like their stat, like out of 100. What would it be? Like, what would mine be?
Yours?
Yeah, like the street soccer player. What would my stat be?
I'll put you as a strong 93.
All right, that's coming from my brother. Kevin, would you lie?
No.
All right, so I know. So my Di Maria's goal, I know as a striker, is very hard to do, because to get that ball on the cross and for it to come with a light bounce and for Di Maria to hit it, and what happens when he hits it is something that just happens with God. And mind you, Maradona is now in heaven. Our dad is in heaven. So somehow that ball, when Di Maria kicked it, took a bounce. If you watch that, it took a bounce over the goalie. Now, I know as a forward that is very hard to do. And I'm not saying that Di Maria did it on purpose. I'm saying that's very hard to do. Like that happens once in a while, that it bounces over the goalie, inches over the goalie. And so God is in play. God is making things happen. And why I'm saying God is making things happen, because then you get France is 2-2. At the end, it's 3-3. Kevin recapped what happened. Mbappe did his thing. Mbappe was trying to show out. It's so beautiful. It's so poetic. But not only that, but it was a great game. The world needed this game in general. Fuck that Messi won the world, Argentina, right? The world needed this game. It was just such a beautifully played game from start to finish. Like Roger said, Argentina was dominating in the first half, and they played beautiful. Then 75 minutes in, like Kev said, France just took over and brought it back, and Mbappe put that on his shoulders. And this was like, I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe this is a real sport. I can't, like, this is an expression. This is art in itself, creating itself right before us as we go on. And then you get, and every great soccer team, you have a great goalie. And then you get the save of the fucking century at the end when it's 3-3. It's a striker, a French striker versus Dibu, Emiliano Martinez, bro. It's him. It's one against the goalie, and he sticks his leg out and blocks the shot. The save of the century, because that would have won. It would have been over for Argentina.
Yep.
And so we get God. God keeps presenting himself, like or itself in beautiful ways. And then throughout this whole game, mind you, I'm suffering. I want Messi to win. I need this,
bro.
I feel like I'm an inch away from a heart attack. Like,
I definitely lost years, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely lost years.
I definitely lost years for sure. So I'm panicking. I can't watch the screen, but I'm like, no, you have to watch. This only happens once in a lifetime. Like, if they lose, but you have to watch. And so, like, the pressure was on me to watch. I could just imagine the pressure on these poor players that had to go to penalties.
Yeah, dog, what the fuck, man? Me as a person who's watching it through the screen, I'm shaking. What the fuck are these players feeling?
These poor players that have to do this, and I understand the pressure, bro. I understand the pressure of just having to perform in front of a few people. So imagine having to perform in front of millions, probably billions,
bro.
The whole world.
It's the whole world.
The whole world. God. So this is happening, and then God is on Dibu Emiliano Martinez's side, and then he blocks one. And you know what? When the striker that went up, I told everybody in the room that I was watching it, because I was watching it. Oh, this is an important part I forgot to mention. Now I get to watch. I got to watch Messi with my brother when he was 19, when Messi was strong and young, and now I'm get to watch a seasoned veteran with my brother again, and the whole family and his daughter, and how time evolves, and my nieces and nephews are all grown up now. They get to watch and understand what's going on. It's a different time now. And unfortunately, my father has passed, but like, his legacy is all around me. It keep getting a reminder. And then soccer is also what he left. So I needed this. So I was telling Roger off mic, I needed this to happen. Like, for me, just so I could witness what it's like to see my idol, my favorite player, win his championship, the one that's been missing him, but this was deeper than that. This was like, and then when they finally won, it all connected. It's like Maradona worked this from heaven. You know, I needed to see this happen. Like, it was poetic for for not only me, but for to be able to witness a great soccer match. Probably, like you guys said, like probably the greatest football soccer match of all time. Like of all time, I don't think we'll ever get anything like it again. It ended up 3-3 and it went to penalties. And I told everybody there when the guy missed that second penalty, I was like, hey, that guy's gonna knock it out. He like Beeble doesn't even have to say that one. I was like, that guy's gonna that shit is gonna go out. I see it. I see it in his eyes. Boom, Dicho Yecha, that shit goes far left. I'm like, I told y'all. I see it. I know when a player's gonna miss it. I had those eyes. I had that feeling. I could connect to that. I missed a penalty before, but I ended up scoring and we ended up winning like 4-2. So it didn't matter. And it was the beginning of the season, and it was like Pee Wee soccer. So it was different. It wasn't the World Cup. So God was all over this, and not only that, but Argentina's going through an economic crisis right now. And so the people needed that. France already got the World Cup. Mbappe already got his World Cup. He's young. He's 23. He has at least 2 or 3 more to go if he keeps himself healthy. You know, Mbappe, and it was a passing of the throne. Messi, from a young veteran to the greatest player of all time to now the seasoned captain, leader, GOAT. To watch that transition and then to watch him pass the baton to Mbappe, who's undoubtedly the greatest player right now.
Oh yeah,
he's undoubtedly the greatest player right now. He reminds me a lot of Thierry Henry.
And it's funny. Yes.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Thierry Henry, and he's gonna go far. And respect goes out to him, but. Di Maria, most underrated player. Emiliano Martinez, Argentina's hero, and Messi, Argentina's captain, officially stamped the GOAT, the greatest of all time, deservingly so. Somebody said this, you know, it's not... you know, Messi didn't owe the World Cup to Argentina. The world owed the World Cup to Messi. You know, and that's what happened. And it was beautiful. And I'm keep telling you, it's God in expression. You keep finding more ways that God expressed himself through this game. It was a gut-wrenching game. It was well deserved. Argentina got to win. We got to see our idol win. It's so beautiful. His teammate, his best friend in the soccer team, G.O.A.T, carrying him on his shoulders, because they won. They finally won the World Cup, and they won the Olympics together. And now to carrying him on his shoulders and give him that run around the whole stadium, so the people could celebrate him, deservingly so. It's so beautiful. I love this sport. I love what it represents. I love that we got in the sport because of our father. I love that we were able to, his 3 sons, make that play in front of him and make him proud. And I'm proud because this not only was art and express God in himself, but God also expressed him. Like, even if people don't see God in it, God realizes that, so he has to capture the world's most viewed sport, the world's biggest sport. He has to show himself. So even if people don't believe in God, he leaves them with a reason to believe in something. And that's what Messi is, and that's what Messi did. Because if you can't believe in God, then you believe in something tangible, like Messi getting this championship. And then you get inspired, and then you get inspired to do great things in your life and your personal life, and you get inspired to be a better person. And that's doing God's work. That's doing God's work in itself. Being a better person and living a great life, a great humble life. So God understands that. And that's why God did that this Sunday. And it was such a beautiful thing. I keep expressing it. I can't get enough of it. It was a piece of art. It was a piece of history, guys, and we got to witness it. And I cried with Wilson. Like, it was such a beautiful thing. It meant so much. And then so from getting that foreshadowing at the hospital when our dad passed to now, like, it was the most beautiful thing. Because I need it. It's a full circle moment. Because somehow, some way, I think Dad found Maradona in heaven, and they were like, "Hey, look, they need this. The people need this. Let's find a way to make this happen." Because that Di Maria goal, like, I'm telling you, that shit is hard to do. Like, it was a FIFA play, but that execution was God. And I leave it with that, guys.
So when he said long-winded, he's definitely meant long-winded. But it was so, like, I felt every, like, out. You know what it was? Again, this game was amazing, and I loved how you kept mentioning Dad, because, you know, I feel like this would have been the perfect time for the four of us to sit down and just shoot the shit about this game, man. That's the one thing I'm upset about that we can't do. But you know what? He's up there fucking looking down at us, probably, like, you know, jumping up and down like we were fucking when all this was going down. So, you know?
No, absolutely, for sure.
It was a spectacle. It was a spectacle to behold, all around, dude. This is something of a great way, bro. Honestly, like, if nothing else happens, like, bro, this is a great ending to the year.
Yeah, it was a beautiful ending, and for having so close to the holidays because of Qatar, to be having it so close to the end of the year, like, it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing, and it's inspiring. It's inspiring, if anything, you know. But yeah, guys, yeah. So,
yo, speaking of the end of the year, you know,
shit,
this entire year has happened. I feel like we've all gone through things this year. You know.
Yep.
I think we should just, you know, mention a couple things. You know, talk about the year in our perspective.
Y'all mind if I lead off?
No,
by all means, bro. Enthusiasm is appreciated here.
Cool. All right. For those who knows me personally, they already know of this journey, but I am a very big guy, about 6 foot, and was on the verge of 300 pounds as of last year. And seeing 297 on the scale made me want to start a weight loss journey. Made me want to change my whole lifestyle. And I was looking through my phone, and I took my first workout video of my first month of working out. It's February 17th. So that means on January 17th, I started working out, my first day working. I was dieting, basically trying my new way of dieting, which is fasting, eating only from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And on this whole journey of the year, there is big results soon to be posted. And that is going to be on the IG. Shameless plug right there.
At yourself. At
myself. At Sirzlayer. SIRZLAYER. Shameless plug. But yeah, I took on this journey. You know, I'm pretty sure many has taken this journey on before, you know, trying to lose weight, trying to cut a couple pounds. And this was like I would say, like, third serious attempt, because my brother Jay could testify the first 2 attempts that I've tried was, you know, they were also serious, just like was very everywhere. No direction, no research, just like, yeah, I'm going to try to lose weight. And then in reality, I just start working out, and then for like a month, and I just drop it afterwards. But then this time I've come to realize that it's a lifestyle change. And as much as I said to myself it was going to be a New Year's resolution goal, it wasn't. It's more of a lifestyle goal. I've always wanted what I'm trying to work for, which is just a body that I could claim, that is healthy, fit, and looks good. You know, I'm not saying I want to be like, you know, models, superheroes that you see in today's movies or anything like that, but I just want to have a fit body, knowing that I put in hours into it, taking care of myself, wanting to better myself than who I was before. So for anybody who's trying to set up goals for New Year's and all that, you know, your New Year's resolutions, just, I'm gonna take a page out of my older brother book, Wilson, because he was a big key point on mentally. When I had that visual, he always said quotes that stuck to me, and one of the quotes he said was, "It's not a New Year's resolution goal; it's a life goal." The New Year's just makes you want to think of it, and it's true. So for all those out there that, you know, they want to lose a couple of pounds, they want to change their lifestyle, you can. Just understand that it takes discipline, hard work, and dedication. That's all. Put your nose down on the grind, push as much as you can. Don't doubt yourself, and just take everything day by day.
Yeah, good shit, bro. Honestly, yeah, your mind state sounds good, and you know, Dad left very proud of you, and hearing you now, he would trust me, he would be a lot more proud of you. He would be like, damn, you know, like, because everything you say is exactly what he always wanted for you, and you're finally there. So you should be proud of yourself for that, because you did that shit, and you did that shit for yourself, which is new, which is also new. So that's even more a reason why he would be proud. You know?
Thank you, bro.
Of course, man.
Fuck everything else. I'm proud of you. You've been needing this, bro. And, you know, all things considered, you know, you've always carried a lot of burden on your shoulders, as far as I know, even when we were young. So the fact that, like, you're finally being selfish for once, it makes me kind of smile in a very, like, dark light, because, you know, you should have been loving yourself a long time ago like this. And and you know, it sucks that it took this long, but I'm happy that you're on the road, and I'm happy that you're gonna excel even further. So I look forward to see you at the end, you know?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And you have a good attitude towards it. You just gotta keep it up, and even on the ugly days, you gotta show up. That's how you get shit done. You know, you got this shit. You've been having this shit, and you continue to have this shit. And honestly, yeah, like Roger said, I'm proud of you too, bro. Like, I'm proud of you too. Like, seeing where we were when we started gaming, when I first got this headset, when we first started talking, to where we are now, and how you talk and your mind state and everything, how you approach life has changed drastically. And you're exponentially shooting to get better, and that's good. That's the mark of a man, bro. So, yeah, we're proud of you, dog, for real.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man. Raj, you want to go?
I'll go last, bro.
Okay, for sure. All right, for sure. To recap the year, shit. Man, this year I went in. Kevin could attest to this. I went strong into my journey, and I got under 200 pounds. I was over 200 pounds, and I hit 190. I hit like 187 at my lowest, and now I'm at a steady like 190, 195, keeping it under 200, and I'm healthy, and I'm gonna keep going. I think I want to lose like 10 more pounds, but I'm gonna keep going because I feel good. I feel great. My confidence is back up. But not only is my confidence back up, but people are responding to my confidence, which is great. Because for a long time, I'm not gonna lie, when I gain weight, I look really, really bad. When I look really like undesirable, and especially not only if I'm like gaining weight is not bad, but if you're not confident behind a weight gain, and you're just miserable, that's also bad. So that combination was repelling a lot of people, and I could feel it because I was also uncomfortable with who I was. I was like fighting mirrors for a while, and I was like in the lowest state of my mind just because of things that were happening around life. But then I got myself back and everything was great. And, you know, unfortunately, the thing that happened, right? You know, I want to keep this lighthearted, so I don't want to keep mentioning it, but, you know, but then like life started showing me ways that I had to appreciate it and not take my moment here for granted either. And so this has been a time to get closer with my family, my nieces and my nephews, be more with them, and having that opportunity to watch everybody grow and develop their own personalities and fight and bicker and whatnot, but never really intentionally like hurt each other. Well, sometimes, yeah, but well, yeah, who doesn't do that sometimes? You know, I remember I took some punches from Kevin. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
And then, yeah, so it happens. It's like shit happens. So I definitely understand it. So when it happens to them in a minimal level, it's like, okay, it's gonna happen. I just got to teach them the right way to handle things, you know. But this has been a wake up call, realizing that life is one, that I got to set an example because, you know, I got a nephew out there who like really, like, I'm close to him, so he's always watching me. He looks up to me for some reason, and you know, I have to set an example for him, and I got to be responsible. So that inspired me to do what I'm doing now, and I'm thankful for this year because this is the year we started this pod, guys, and we all, me and Kevin just started doing something and it became a lifestyle. Do you realize, Kev, that all our free time was occupied with nonsense? Now that we have to do stuff and we realize how very little free time we really have.
Yeah, and that kind of reinforces what I was saying about lifestyle, because like aside from the weight loss journey that I was mentioning about, like, yes, this podcast has changed my lifestyle.
All right, you had your time, brother.
I'm sorry, hey, you're right. I just want to reinforce that. Yeah, it involves lifestyle. It just involves lifestyle. That's all I'm saying. It just involves lifestyle. That's all I'm trying to say.
Ordering the podcast. No,
because I lose my train of thought. I easily lose my train of thought. But go ahead.
No, I just was trying to enforce that it just comes down to just enforcing a lifestyle change. Like, people don't realize that they set themselves with goals and they think once you achieve the goal, that's it. No, it's about maintaining the goal that you achieved and trying to keep it consistency, because that's what matters at the end of the day, how consistent you are when it comes to these goals.
Absolutely.
Half the time when I'm there lacing up my boots, my shoes, just to go to do a workout, I'm telling myself, man, it'd be way easier just to say no. Be way easier just to sit there and be like, nah, I could take a break today. But people don't realize how that leads into you doing it again tomorrow. You're giving yourself another excuse the next day, when all you have to do is just stay disciplined to what you truly love. And in this mind state, I would say, is yourself. If you truly love yourself, you would sacrifice, I'd hang out with friends. You would sacrifice gaming with friends. You would sacrifice X amount of thing just for the betterment of yourself healthily. And it's not just as simple. And it's not just as simple as, I'm going to just change my diet a little bit. I'm going to work out. No, you're going to have to convince yourself on days when you think you can't even do anything.
If you don't want to take a break, just say that, bro. We'll continue to do clips, whatever, bro. Just say it, fam. Say the word, bro. We got this.
No, not even that. I just enjoy it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those things where at least me personally, it's something I'm excited to learn.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah, and we're gonna build up on that shit. We're gonna do a lot of shit. More content coming. It's just we want to set the new year off right. You know, we want to start like we got to think about a lot of things. We got to put a lot of things into perspective. But yeah, no. In all honesty, like this new year has offered a lot. This like back to me because that's what we were on.
Ordering the podcast.
But no, in all seriousness, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Fuck it, go, Raj.
Wait, what?
Go. Yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Man, where do I start? I was in a fucking hole the beginning of this year. I was. Bro, just think about it right now, like those first 3 months, bro. I don't know, bro. I think I was at my lowest fucking like the beginning of this year. I was like really fucking like down on myself. I was fucking in my own head all the fucking time. I was always like dragging my fucking feet to do everything. I was so angry, bro, like this year, at the beginning of this year. So fucking angry. And then like just battling a lot of like inner demons, bro, like that entire beginning of the month. And then like I don't know, something around like my birthday, like just something else clicked at me. I was like, man, is this how I want to live my life, bro? Like why do I want to stay in such a negative mindset and be a fucking like a fucking mopey brat? And I don't know, something stirred. And then I remember me and Kevin were talking about like it in the summer when like he was on, like he just began his journey, like working out, and I still tried to go with him, and I got my shit going. And then like for like a month or so, and then I branched off on my own, tried to do my own shit, and then like things just kept falling off. I couldn't like keep to my routine. I just kept like fumbling the bag every single time I like try to like commit myself to shit. And then I tried dieting, I tried everything, and I was just like, fuck, man, I'm like not seeing any results. And I don't know, I guess that just kept frustrating me more, because let me tell you something, there's a lot more to it than just dieting and exercise. If your mental state's not good, you're always going to gain weight, because stress is a big thing that helps you gain weight a lot. And you know, people have a lot of coping mechanisms, whether they realize it or not, whether it be excessive smoking, excessive eating, excessive drinking. It all leads into it. And which kind of brought me into this process of what I did. I was kind of tired of like just not seeing anything, and I took my road to an extreme, because I have something that you know, in a layman's term, it's if I eat something, it's technically going to hit me a lot harder than it would hit somebody else. And it frustrated me hearing that. And then, you know, just hearing all my doctors, oh, just diet and exercise. It's like I feel like, you know, a lot of these doctors that tell you, you know, they don't sit there in your shoes when they say that, you know, and they don't want to be like sympathetic. They just go like, medical term, here you go. This is what it is you're supposed to do. It's like, yeah, you are supposed to do it. But, you know, there should be a little bit more like sympathy in the medical field, like for like people. You know, I feel like the medical field is very heartless when they talk to you about shit. You know, I've had some great doctors, you know, courtesy to my mom, you know, shout out to her, because she's a fucking warrior, that lady. Fucking, she's doing everything in her fucking mind to try to get her health back. She's fucking crawling to get her health back. You know, fucking, she just did a hip surgery. Like she did her hip surgery along the week before I got my surgery done. So we're both here fucking like, you know, struggling it out, but we're making it, you know. And her journey was what inspired me to go on mine. And to see her results, to see how great she's doing, it was just a no-brainer in my head. And I jumped through hoop after hoop after hoop of stressful situations, trying to fucking deal with these doctors and mentally fortifying myself to get ready for this. And I finally did it, and I'm finally here, and I don't regret a single second of it, because the longevity of this in my early 20s, where I can take this beating to my body, will be better than me in my 40s trying to do this to my body. You start young at least, and your body will recover, and it'll do better things for you in the end. A lot of hardship this year, to be honest with you. We've had a lot of relatives pass this year. I know we keep mentioning Dad every fucking podcast because, he was such a big hit to us. I lost my aunt this year. I lost 2 younger cousins a lot earlier this year too. It was hard this year for my dad's birthday passing. Yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I don't talk about it, bro, because you know what it is? I feel like bringing up every single moment that happens like that, it sometimes just gets hard on like the mentality on the people around you. So I guess I get selfish with that, and I kind of like hide it from myself. But yeah, with the whole aspect of my dad's birthday passing. No, you're right, and you're absolutely right. I just, you've already learned, Jay. I'm wired a little weird on that aspect with my emotions, and that's a really rough one. From that, I've got to learn to kind of like open up more. But besides that, my dad's birthday passing hit a little different this year. I was really thinking about him this year a lot. I don't know what triggered me, but it was just a kind guy that just, had a really rough upbringing and a rough ending to his life, And and let this end on a lighter note because, I've been a depressing fucking talk this entire time. My journey has made me into probably the strongest version of myself that I'm going to be and more. And, I may be at the beginning phases of it, but the minute I get like my first like startup into it, I'm going to be the scariest individual out of everybody here. And let me claim that now, because I will get better and I will get stronger, and I will contest everybody, because that's the mentality I used to have, and I will have that back, because I will not be stopped anymore. I can't be stopped anymore.
Yes, sir. Let's fucking go. And also to add on to that, Raj, I feel like you're already there. Not that you have to capture it. I feel like you're there. You're just waiting to act upon it, but your body just has to get there first. You just got through a surgery. Thank God that you made it through, and you're gonna move forward with that shit headstrong because you're inspired and motivated to do so, and that's the important part. But the most important part is that even on your unmotivated days, that you get up and you just get to it, because then that'll show that what you're really made out of. And I think all of us here are dealing with that specific mantra, just showing up and showing what you're really made out of. I think every day, and all in a maybe different or same way, but I think fundamentally it's all the same. And we got this shit, boys. Not only in the sense that, like, that we have to be on a journey or something, but we got this in the sense of we got a hold on life. And not that we have it figured out, but we have a way now, a healthy way to process things. We've gone through mourning the passing of relatives. We've gone through heartbreaks. We've gone through real life turmoil. We've gone through traumatic experiences, each and every one of us in our own ways. And that's the making of a man. All that suffering builds character, and it's the mark of a man, and it's the road that a man has to embark. If a man doesn't have hardships or anything of the things that we mentioned, then he's far behind on his journey. but we're not journey shaming here, but just I appreciate that I'm on this with you guys. You guys are commendable people. You guys are honorable guys, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I look forward to seeing you guys try to get in better shape than me. I wish you good luck.
Just don't be mad when I surpass you beyond that.
I was gonna say luck isn't necessary; it's just discipline. But yeah, I feel you, bro.
He's funny. He thinks that we have to roll dice at this point, not like Monopoly.
I mean, you guys lost at that. If you want to bring it up,
Man catches one dub. It says luck. Okay.
I mean, what do you mean?
Oh.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to stop. It's not like I'm going to stop here. It's not like I'm going to stop here and not continue on. I'm going to get stronger myself. I'm going to let you guys catch up or surpass me.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
It's all three of us training with fucking beers and fucking Whis, yeah. Fucking, but instead of Whis, it's Wiz Khalifa. All three of us are smoking. No, all right, back to the drum.
I don't know why I just imagined Fall Guys, the fucking song in the background. Because you started that shit, Jay.
Yeah, but I don't know. Catch a dub in Monopoly, guys.
No, bro. Again, rematch. I'm ready for you this time.
Nah, but yeah, you guys got anything else to say? Should we talk about anything else? Should we talk about the Meg and Tory trial? Do you guys know anything about that? Like, I know this is not a topic or anything, but I'm just bringing it up.
Nah.
I do not know anything.
Honestly, you know what? You know what it is? We keep talking about holidays. We haven't talked about anything holidays. I was gonna say, dude, what's our traditions? What do you guys do for traditions? I know I have an idea of Kevin's because it's part of being around with me too. So that's why I get it. But Jay, what do you do for holidays, bro?
Holidays are usually, Christmas is usually for the kids. New Year's is for us. So I don't know. 2020, I said, this is the most outside I'm ever going to be, and it was the most inside I ever was. 2021, we were just getting accustomed to it, and so I didn't get to do anything. 2022, I was depressed, and now 2023, I'm actually in the best mind state, in the best shape I've been in a while. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna shake my ass out there, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I think New Year's I'm gonna shake ass, but Christmas usually we do it. It's for the kids. Like, we either give them their gifts at midnight or we give them their gifts in the morning. Depends if they believe in Santa or not. So Wilson's daughter is probably gonna believe in Santa, but I don't know. The rest of the kids, I don't know what we're gonna do for them. I think we're gonna. Oh wait, actually, Wilson and everybody are going to Ecuador, Kev. I think Carlos the only one who's staying down here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what Christmas? Oh, sad face.
Yeah. So I don't know, Raj, for the holidays. I don't know. It's on the weekend. I don't think I'm spending it with anybody. I think I'm just spending with my mom and my grandparents. And then after that, I think I'm gonna go shake some. I'm gonna go shake some ass if I can.
That's still beautiful.
But I'm definitely shaking ass on New Year's, and definitely my birthday. My birthday's on a Tuesday, so I gotta work up in that bitch. But that weekend,
on a Tuesday,
though, I'm gonna shake some ass for sure.
Future Jay, I guess you're off.
No, on my birthday, no. No, we still working on my birthday pod. Oh shit, we record on the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do. That's why I was saying, I guess Future Jay off.
We'll probably transition saying happy birthday in the future pod.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll work it. I'll work. I don't mind. I gotta work on my real work anyway. But yeah, guys. Damn. So the year's over. So I feel like all of us started the year mentally defeated on our own, and I think this year has shown us that there's more to live for. And I think that's the overall like summation of I think all of our years. Because like now that I hear all of our years, like it all sounds like at the beginning of the year we were coming out of like a drought, like just mentally, like just no more, like there was no more in us. And I feel like with everything that happened this year, good, great, ugly, bad, horrible, sad, everything that happened, I think it all led up to this moment. From me and Kev like starting those video calls in the morning, Kev, that was something, and we always got up to do those, and I think that's what started our discipline with this shit. And then Roger was like, hey guys, I'm ready for something, I'm ready for this shit, like whatever you guys are doing, I want to be a part of in any way that I can help, like I want to be a part of it. Bam, we got Roger in this shit. Then all of a sudden we were like, hey guys, like why not record a podcast? And then boom, we're 13 episodes in with this one, and now look at us. Like we're learning how to talk, we're learning how to maneuver, we're learning how to format, like we're learning how to edit, like we're learning how to market, like we're putting our name out there for our little business, which eventually is going to be a huge business, but like we're setting the foundation brick by brick, and that's something to be proud of, guys. Like I'm really proud of ourselves and like how far we've come just mentally, and how we're approaching it, and how we're going to be approaching it even stronger in the future for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you there, brother. Truly proud of ourselves. Trying not to be egotistical and also trying to stay humble. But yeah, in the short time that we decided to launch ourselves, we hit great strides. I really appreciate just the lifestyle that you guys gave me. And I meant not as you guys as my brothers, but I meant everybody involved in the podcast, the feedback, all our fans. I really appreciate everything you guys have said to us. You know, everything from just the last comment to a piece of advice, I really appreciate, because at the end of the day, it's just you guys trying to make us better. And I really appreciate that.
Big facts. Yeah, I was like, Rog?
Words.
Words. Words.
English language. Dictionary.
English motherfucker.
Literature.
Action words. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely thought we were gonna fall off on this. And I'm glad that we are as serious as we are about this. You know, because we wouldn't be fucking recording and getting content and trying to do this, you know, if we weren't fucking serious about it. So I'm actually really glad that this is like a full-fledged thing. And I couldn't think of myself doing it with anybody else. It's surreal because, you know, we sit here, we talk our shit, we always have our fun, but we never think about like, damn, we're doing this to eventually get to the point where we can expand and do more. You know, I'm just excited I'm excited to hear us in like 2 years from now, to be honest. See where we're at there. Because the first year of us really rolling through is usually like the slow one. And then like it almost towards the second year is like when things start really snowballing. So I'm really happy that I became a part of this, and you know, you guys let me in on for the ride. And you know that we're doing this, and we're
you were the missing piece for the ride, Raj. We never let you in on it. You were the missing piece for the ride.
See, I like this guy. He makes my ego. He make it go big, and then I go like,
Nah, Raj. Like if I'm honestly speaking, Raj, you were the missing piece for it, because you brought something else that me and Kev didn't have. That was just perfect for what me and Kevin were trying to do, and it was like, oh, perfect, because whatever Raj is trying to do is whatever me and Kev are trying to do, and if we just could all collaborate and do together, bro, it just amplifies it more. And you were the missing part of that when we needed you just as much as you needed us, I think. You know, brother.
I agree. The synergy is just wild between the three of us. I feel like
Yeah, the chemistry is great, bro.
Dude, like the years I've known you guys in comparison is just like second to none. I don't know people who got relationships like us anymore, bro. And that's a kind of a sad reality, but also kind of like a heartwarming reality. You know?
Yeah,
it's like
I feel you.
And you know what? I think we should take a moment to inspire, like, also like the people who listen to us to reach out for help and look for mental help and everything, because you got to find people like how we found each other. Like me and Kev are brothers. We just naturally grew up together, and then Kev and Raj were once rivals / enemies who just ended up being brothers, you know, and then grew up together. and then I met Raj through Kevin, and I'm like, yo, this is like a really funny, great guy. Like, he's a really genuinely great person. And the more you get to know Raj, the more you get to see different sides of him. And then to see him from the kid that he was when we were growing up to see the man he is now, he's like a really great dude, you know? So like, and we all got the same mission, and Kevin has a good eye on his best friend. And so, I accepted Raj like as a brother. And like, I think that happened like in Ecuador when we all got like really close and shit. Like I think I was like, oh shit, Roger came out here to Ecuador, bro. And then like we're here crashing together. It's like, yo, this guy's really, really, really my brother, bro. So for us to come,
next, I cuddled with him.
That's true. No, you know what? I think that's true. That's true, because it reminded me of remember, Kevin? It was me, you, and Ann on a bed.
Yeah, the little kids and shit. No.
Fuck little kids.
The high school.
Fuck little kids.
Yeah,
we were high school.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, that's true. You guys fucking were all bunk bedding.
To this day, bro, my favorite memory is waking up with Jay, because me and him had period 1 for fucking school. So I was telling him to pass me the fucking sandals, and he passed it to me soccer style, just to tie it in with the World Cup. Yeah, he kicked it to me, and then instead of me putting it on like a normal human being, I kicked it to where it looked like a goalpost in my room, and then I celebrated a goal with my bro, and we were just laughing our asses off.
It was like we had just woken up. We literally had just woken up. Bro. It was such a great way to start the day. It was honestly a good day that day. And you know what's funny is I used to wake up to it was a good day. And honestly, like, I know it was a good day that day because I remember that day starting off great and it just ended great. And I was like, wow, today was a really good day.
Yep. Definitely a core moment.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but
really core memory. No, facts. Because I remember, like, as soon as you said it, I remembered. I was like, oh shit, that did happen, and we did celebrate. But yeah, so to all our listeners, just reach out to your, like, you gotta find your tribe, and you can't be afraid to find it, and you gotta move with no malice in your heart. You gotta move. You gotta move with confidence and humility, and if you find a perfect balance of those, you'll find good people around you, and you'll just attract those good people, and you just continue to move in that way. And if you ever feel lonely, don't give up. Keep looking for your tribe. If you can't find your tribe, and if you feel like there's no other way out, always reach out for help. You know, there's hotline numbers on Google. You know what? I'll definitely post them in the description as well. So, you know, much love to, like Kevin was saying, much love to you guys, our listeners, the feedback, everything that's been happening. Like all the downloads, every which way that people support us, that we support ourselves, from all the impressions in our clips and everything. Like, it's been great. It's been great. Like, we've been getting a hang of this. Like, I feel blessed to do this, guys, because I know we're not making any money out of it yet, but it feels so rewarding in a different way. Like, does anybody else like feel that way?
Bro, it's been
100%
fun.
agree with you.
It's been fun doing this. Like, you know, look, I would be okay. And, you know, not to say that we were not, because we will get big one day. You know, I would be content if it just meant, like, you know, we would just spend more time with each other. Because, you know, again, like Jay said, we're brothers at this point, you know. I want to spend time with my brothers more than anything else, because, Personally, I don't need nobody else. I mean, everyone else is just extra for the ride. And if they're there, they're there.
Nah, facts. Facts, my boys. All right. Damn. All right. Happy Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Not only to you, the listeners, the audience, and all the few people who support us. Like, thank you for being the foundation and everything. Like, we'll continue to grow this, and eventually, I want this to reach out to people who don't even know us, who've never physically met us, who need somebody to listen to, and who need people like them. We're your people. This is a call to everybody who feels like they don't fit in, who feels like they're alone. Just come with us. You won't. Hopefully, you won't feel as alone. You could be a hooligan, but in the sense of the word, where you're a hooligan with us, and we get to be hooligans on the podcast together, because this is what this is about. This is entertainment. This is hyperbolic. This is comedy. This is us just shooting the shit sometimes, and being serious about our taste, but also like just being passionate about what we do also as well, which is just wanting to give you guys an entertaining show. And we'll continue to get better and work on it also, because I feel like not only me, but these guys want that shit too. So you guys got any final words? Oh, and Happy New Year's, Happy Merry Christmas, guys. You guys got any final words?
Yeah, I got something short to say. I want to say to everybody, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's, and everybody starting New Year's resolution goals. If you have no one, believe in yourself. Even if you doubt yourself, just know that you have me believing in you. So believe in the me that believes in you, if you can't believe in yourself. Aside from that, just to reiterate what I said before, it's a lifestyle journey. It's not momentarily. Try to be open-minded when it comes to taking these new goals. And don't doubt yourself. You got this.
I just want to extend my hand to those who feel like they are alone. You want to catch me at Zaber's Lifetime Instagram. If anyone who's listening, anyone new, I haven't met you, let me know you heard me through the podcast from this episode. Obviously, I'm a real easygoing guy nowadays. I'm willing to put people under my wing, because we're alone out there. We get everybody, and let's try to be less alone. That was at Zaber's Lifetime. If you guys want to really have somebody out there that will kind of talk to you and kind of walk you and help you through shit. I'm there for people, bro. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and make sure eat lots of good food with your families. Decorate some fucking trees, do some cookies, exchange some presents, and then New Year's, everyone do a drink on me, because I can't drink, so everyone else go drink on my behalf.
Absolutely. I'm definitely gonna drink for you, Raj. Definitely gonna drink for you.
Take a double shot of vodka.
All right, guys.
I'm the people's champion.
All right, hooligans. Have a hooligan Christmas. Have a hooligan New Year's. Oh shit! I gotta do the outro. If you stuck with us this long, stick with us forever. The New Year's anon, and you won't go wrong. We do it for the fun. And Raj,
we do it for the fun.
Yes, sir,
Money.
Baby. Yes, sir. Have a hooligan Christmas. Have a hooligan New Year's. Be safe out there, guys. Happy holidays. We love you. Peace on my behalf. It's Jay.
It's Kev.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells sleigh. Too soon.
I thought you were
my bad. It's Raj. It's Raj. I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna do jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell.
Jingle
Raj.
bell, Raj. Same.
Yeah.
I was saying the same thing.
You missed opportunity,
same
Raj.
thing, bro. They both start with R's. I got confused. How do you think I feel?
Yo, hooligans.
Peace, hooligans. Peace.
Stay safe for the rest of the year. See you next year,
Happy
guys.